Assalamualaikum. Good morning. Thank you all for being here. I'm Afreen, the oldest of three of us. I would like to reiterate Fayyad's words. Thank you all for being here. It couldn't have been done at two better places, and we appreciate the university doing this. I did want to say a few words, but I knew I might get just a little emotional, so I had to write a few things out, so please excuse that. But if I had to think of one word to describe my father, it would be so hard, because there were so many things that described Abba. But first and foremost, like we said, he was religious. It was God, Allah, the Quran, and then his family. He was a very religious man and taught us all the meaning of Islam. Abba was so incredibly loving. He loved everyone he met. There truly were no strangers in his life. He loved his wife of 51 years. He loved his family, and oh my God, he loved his grandchildren. I mean, those kids could do no wrong in Abba's eyes. They could draw on the walls. They could jump beds, all over the place. And if they wanted ice cream for breakfast, well, my God, he would give them ice cream for breakfast, and he did. And you know what? The mom can't say anything when the grandfather does that. What do you do? My parents' home was always open to everyone. My sister and brother and I used to joke it was the Yusuf Inn, because everyone came, whether you were a student, a colleague. If you couldn't go home, then they came to our house. Of course, a lot of it was because they loved Amma's cooking, so that was always wonderful. But Abba was always about family. For him, like I said, it was God and then family. When we first came to the U.S., he would write a letter every week to his parents, which in turn meant that we had to write a letter to our grandparents every week. We became very good letter writers. And it was good because it brought us closer to my grandparents, who were thousands of miles away. And then that later went into him writing to me when I went to college, and probably saying, well, no, he didn't write to you, you were here. So you just talked to him all this, everywhere. But, that transferred into the internet, where he would email us and then email the grandkids. And I still have those emails of his and letters that he used to write and cards that he'd send. So that was always great. In the last 5 years, when Abba was in the hospital, we came to realize that he liked coffee. Actually, he loved coffee. And we didn't know how much he loved coffee till everybody who came to visit would say, I used to take your dad for coffee. Oh, really? I used to take your dad for coffee. And it was like everybody that came had coffee dates with Abba. So it was either here at the library, at Newcomb, or of course, what was his favorite place?
McDonald's.
McDonald's Senior Citizen Coffee. That was Abba's favorite. Not Starbucks, but McDonald's. We also came to know just how much Abba was loved, and in those 5 years, especially the first time that he went into the hospital, we received cards, letters, emails, visits from people all over the world. It was so touching. These were from people he had taught, people he had come to know through the preference department and the library, right? And you can attest to how many lives that he really did touch. One time when we were at the hospital, I was checking in for the visitor's badge, and the lady goes, who is this Mr. Yusuf? He is so popular. We've never seen anybody get so many visitors, and I was proud to say, he's my dad. And I know that he was a dad to so many people. He was an uncle, a colleague, a friend. I mean, he just played so many different roles. And for those of you who are here today, you were a very special part of his life as well. And again, we thank you for being here. Please continue to pray for all of us.